everyone, and welcome back to Conversatile, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything with anyone and everyone. And today I'm very lucky. I have two very lovely ladies here from the podcast Soju Insanity. And I'm very glad to have you guys here. So we have Crystal and we have Rachel. Hi, guys.
Hi. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you. We're also doing your podcast
At the same time.
at the same time, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let's get into it.
Awesome.
I'm glad you guys came. Quickly introduce yourself. Like, where do you come from? Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Absolutely, Rich.
Okay, I'm Rachel. I'm from the UK. I'm living in Korea
Yeah.
for 4 years now. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
We'll work on that. It's all right.
What am I
We'll work
supposed
on
to
that.
How do you introduce yourself? Oh my god.
I'm Crystal. Nice to meet everyone. I am from the U.S. I've also been in Korea for just about 4 years. We actually came... Was it not on the same day?
I arrived 4 years ago today.
Oh, no. You
Oh,
came before me.
actually, today.
Yeah.
Oh,
4
Oh,
years
wow.
ago today.
October 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Same
so
day.
you guys have been here exactly the
Yeah.
Exactly the same
Wow.
time.
Got on a plane yesterday, 4 years ago.
Nice.
same. Damn.
So our podcast is Soju Insanity, where we discuss, basically anything and everything, but
Yeah.
so we like to talk about our ADHD and mental health
And soju.
struggles.
And there's a lot of
Listen.
soju.
And a lot of soju.
In our world, everything is better with soju.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, but of course, like I'll link you the description. Their link to their podcast down below. You guys should really check them out. I loved it. I watched your first episode, and I'm following you guys on Instagram. Like they do get up to a lot of shit that is hilarious, and of course it's mainly because of soju. But
Don't
yeah,
get us wrong, we don't listen.
I don't have a drinking problem.
they don't have a drinking problem.
We only had one drink today. No, we don't.
Yeah, I actually thought of getting some soju. But I was like, well, we all have to work tomorrow again, so
right.
maybe not the best idea.
And
So we'll
we
stick...
haven't eaten today, so.
Same.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
I
Then
had
soju
a
would've been
chicken.
better.
I had a chicken breast and salad. That's all.
That's eating.
That's eating.
That's nothing. For a fat person, that's nothing. Okay.
Shut up. Ain't nobody in this room fat.
All right. So yeah, thank you for being here.
Fathead.
Mm-hmm. Excuse you. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. So usually I ask my listeners to send me an email or send me a story or whatever, ask me some questions. I've had previously people ask me about Korea. I mean, it's something you guys also know a lot about. And so today I got an email. I haven't shared this with you yet because I do feel like you need to read this email. One of you can choose. Rock, scissors, paper.
You.
All
Better
right.
at doing English, so.
So yeah, I got an email from someone. They did ask not to use their name, so I won't use their name for this one. So yeah, let's get into the email and then we can get right into some other topics. So first, you are welcome to read this lovely email that I got from someone. So thank you for sending.
Okay, anonymous, let's get it. Hi, Marnu. I enjoyed your previous podcasts. I found it fun how comfortable you were with your guests, just how I remember you. I wanted to share a story with you that I think you would enjoy. Here it is. I recently got engaged to my boyfriend of 5 years, and I couldn't be happier. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
His parents have been living abroad for about 9 years, and I've only met them briefly about 4 years ago at an airport. So he secretly planned a whole party for after the engagement happened. He invited all our closest friends and family. That was really sweet of him.
Yeah, that's cool.
He invited all our closest friends and family, and of course his parents came to visit for this event. And they would be staying with us for the time. The party went smoothly, and everyone was happy. Pause. Because when you meet your in-laws and they stay with you, that's generally when
Bad
the
idea.
problems start.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay. The party went smoothly and everyone was happy. I really thought I had made a good impression with his parents, seeing that this was the longest in-person contact I've had with them. After the party, everyone seemed to be getting ready for bed, but not my fiance and I. Of course, we felt a bit closer recently, so we decided to
Ooh.
go for a night swim.
Saucy.
A night swim.
A night.
Okay.
And by night swim, I mean skinny dipping.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
While my fiance was in the bathroom, I decided to get into the pool and wait for him. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no.
I quickly got rid of the towel, ran as fast as I could, and jumped in the pool, butt naked.
I was
Now-
so nervous.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Now, while I was jumping in the pool, it must have been 2 seconds, but for me it felt like 2 minutes because, as I am flying through the air, I realized there are 2 people already in the pool, not naked, and not my fiance. I landed in the pool and immediately realized it was my soon-to-be in-laws. I didn't want to come up from under the water, but I had to. As soon as my head was above water, I just started apologizing over and over to his parents. They both started laughing, assuring me that I had nothing to apologize for, and his mother even added, "He is a lucky man." I've never wanted to drown myself more than in that moment. My goal was to let my fiance's parents get to know me better that weekend, and boy did they. I'm sure you'll enjoy this embarrassing story. And let's keep my name a secret. Hope to see you soon. We shall keep your name a secret, but I must tell you that story is legend.
I love that.
Yeah. You know who you are, so thank you very much for sharing that story. I must say, when I read this email, I was crying on my desk because I know this person, and she is a very prim and proper type girl.
Oh, that makes it even
Yeah.
better.
And yeah, so I did call her last night, and I asked her to explain the story. So yeah, she just said, like, afterwards, she was just sitting, like, in the water trying to cover everything up while she's waiting for her fiance. I almost said a name. While she was waiting for her fiance, and then eventually he did come out of the house to the swimming pool. And
What was his reaction when he saw his family in the pool with her
He-
looking naked?
he was just walking towards the pool, and he's like, "Oh, mom, dad, hi," and they got out because obviously they know, and they said nothing, and they apparently just left to their room. Yeah, so that's gonna be very interesting. I'm sure that will.
Oh, that's going to be in the family story banks for
and
a
it's
long
definitely
time.
gonna be in the best man's speech of the
Oh,
wedding.
God, I hope so.
So, but yeah,
I mean,
that
not
was.
for your humiliation, writer. Just that is. Oh, I'm telling you, that's the best story I've heard in
Right?
a really long time.
What would you do?
What time of night was it?
I guess it was like after midnight or
So
something.
what were they doing in the pool?
I mean,
Old people.
as
who
far
love
as I
to
know,
do
they had clothes on. I hope.
Not that they're old.
Okay.
Well, maybe they were also like
Maybe
thinking
they
night
would go
swim.
for a late night. So, yeah, I mean, you don't usually get in a pool that late at night unless you're
No.
doing some naughty.
Some naughty
do you?
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, also where they live right now, it is kind of hot, and they have a heated pool as well. So I guess it was just to
Oh,
relax.
to relax. Mom and
Nice.
Dad wanted to relax.
I ain't
You
buying
just-
that. I ain't buying it.
Mom and Dad wanted to skinny dip as well, and it's just so that I actually know that the man and the woman, I know who they are. I've never met them, but they're lovely people. So anyway, thank you so much for
That was fantastic.
yeah, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for that
so
email.
much for sending him that email because that just literally
Yeah.
made my day.
Yeah, that has made my day since I got that email. I've reread it like 1,000 times. All right, so yeah, thank you for the email and
Congratulations.
Yeah,
yeah.
Congratulations on your
Congratulations.
impending nuptials.
congratulations. Yeah, I'm very happy for you guys, and hopefully, best of luck, and hopefully your in-laws never have to see you
Naked
again. Naked.
But is
naked.
it like
Naked.
you asked like what would you do in that situation?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
happened to you?
What would you do?
Die.
I would die.
Yeah,
just
just
drop,
die.
just sink into
Just-
the water and not come
You
up
know
again.
what? Because of my personality, I likely would have been like, well, that happened.
Still there.
I mean, imagine like.
How are you guys doing? How's your night? Having fun? Do you is the temperature of the pool good for you?
It's a bit cold. I promise it's cold.
A little chilly for me.
Yeah, that I would have died of embarrassment. I mean, how do you look your father-in-law in the eyes again after he's seen you like in your birthday suit? That's quite embarrassing. I don't know what I would have done.
I mean, in my mind, like it already like it happened, right? And once it happens, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
So you can die on the inside in your own time, but like
In your own time, please.
right? Cry in the shower like a normal, well-adjusted adult, please. Thank you. But in public, I don't know. I feel like you just gotta kind of go with it.
Yeah.
Like it happened and it can't
Just
unhappen.
joke about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think, but that's what we do. Like, if something bad happens, I mean, I've known you for a few years now as well. Like, we usually tend to cover up shit with comedy or humor, or we just laugh with it. And yeah. So, I mean, I guess I would have just shimmied. Like, give them more of a show.
I know for a fact you would not have done that.
No, I wouldn't have. I would definitely not have done that. But yeah, thank you for the email. And remember, guys, if you have a story like that, I loved hearing it. So please email your stories, your questions, whatever, to conversatilepod@gmail.com. Yeah. So that email actually reminded me, like, or not remind me, but I don't think I can ever, like, fully get naked and jump into a swimming pool if I know, like, there's someone in the house that's, you know, not my significant other or something like that. Like, would you ever just jump into a pool naked?
Absolutely not. Even if there were 10-inch fences or hedges around the pool, like, if there was no one in the house, if there was no one in the neighborhood, if I was on the side of a mountain,
maybe then.
Complete isolation.
No, if I was completely isolated, I would never jump into the pool naked. Have
you ever skinny dipped?
Never, not once in my life.
Bullshit.
No, I pinky promise. I'm
joking.
I have severe body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
And like legit like insecurities on my body. I don't mind walking around naked in my house.
Yeah, I mean, no one can see you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think even like in my house, I'm still not like very comfortable doing that. Like, I think for a lot of people, it's normal, especially guys, right? Is normal kind of to walk around your house without a shirt, or when you go camping with friends, or like walk around I still can't do that. Like, yes, I have lost a lot of weight since I came to Korea, but I still can't do it. Like, I've never had that confidence. I feel like people are watching you. They're pointing out all the like bad things on you, and like, oh, look at that fat roll, look at that cellulite, look at that stretch mark, you know, like stuff like that. So, I mean, I would never jump in a pool in front of my in-laws.
In front of anyone. Rach?
No, I'm never gonna. I don't think I've ever. No, I got into a hot tub with no clothes on.
Really?
Yeah, but there was a lot of alcohol involved.
That helps.
And everyone was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, sorry. But I sleep naked. It's better.
Really?
It's really. I sleep much better.
I can't. I feel like even that, like,
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, I've tried it. Of course, like, I think anyone has tried that. So I've done it, but it still feels like uncomfortable. Like, I need to have clothes on, even though there's no one that can see you.
Right.
I'm not there
Every once
yet.
in a while, I'll sleep naked.
I don't know what it is. Every time I sleep naked, I just wake up and just feel so much more refreshed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
Have
I
you
can't
ever-
figure that one out.
Maybe your body had a chance to breathe.
Maybe.
I
Like
sleep
no-
best when my head is like this and my mouth is open.
Oh, and drooling a little bit, yeah? Yeah. So.
Yeah, no. And actually, from everyone I know that has ADHD, or some sort of neurodiversity, body image is a consistent issue with the people that I know.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure, but I would bet that our neural differences probably affect how we feel the world sees us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess that is like also growing up, people telling you that you don't look like the rest, right? That, I think for me, that was what affected me the most. It's
Yeah.
like people constantly telling me like, oh, you know, you're fat. Oh, you know, you're this. Oh,
Yeah.
you're. So that kind of affects you.
Yeah.
And then I think, whereas you individually, you see the smallest little insecurities are magnified.
Yes.
Whereas other people don't see it. Like,
Yeah.
I absolutely hate that I have psoriasis, trying to fix it and everything, and then everyone's like, well, I barely see it, you know, I don't. But for me, it's huge. It's like me trying to cover it up the whole time. So yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, mine was my forehead.
Yeah.
I have, ever since I was like 17, 18, I considered having a forehead surgery.
What?
Where they
You can
cut.
get that?
You can. It's like hairline readjustment.
Called Botox.
It's called Botox. So they cut, like they make a zigzag incision here. I've
and they
researched this
pull
shit.
it forward.
And they cut off some, they pull it up. It's like a facelift almost, or they pull the hairline down.
And probably the
Yeah,
skin
and this
upwards.
yeah. Which I'm still not opposed to the whole.
I mean,
Surgery is amazing.
maybe I should consider getting that.
But you know what? I will say living in Korea has actually helped me accept a lot of my imperfections. Not my body image issues,
Yeah.
because image here is insane. It's everything.
Do you know what? In the past, in Korea, did you know that they thought if you had a bigger forehead, you were
Oh, yeah.
more attractive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people still do.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the thing with the pale skin as well, right? So, I guess in South Africa, for example, if you have this like tan body, tan skin, people find it usually more attractive. I think in America
US
it's kind of
same
the
in the
same.
UK, yeah.
And in the UK and Australia and any other country except Asia.
Yeah.
Like, where here people are like, oh, well, fair skin is great. Where we're like, no, I need a tan.
Yeah.
I don't want to be white.
Yeah.
I need to be brown.
Yeah.
And I think, but it kind of connects with what you said, but I kind of disagree. I feel like for me personally, Korea kind of
Exacerbated your issues.
made it so much bigger than it is, because beauty is everything for these people. Like,
And especially men. Men here have
Especially
it
men.
different than women.
yeah, yeah. I think for women it's even worse than other countries, but for men it's also way worse than other countries. Where in South Africa, men don't take really. Oh, sorry for whoever. I don't want to pick out some people, but we don't really take good care of our skin. We don't really care about how we look. I think now it's changing a bit more, but in Korea, it's everything is about how you look and how you dress and what you present to the world. So I think that like really made my issues, I guess, worse, and that's what like pushed me kind of to start exercising, lose weight, you know, try to take care of my body,
Yeah.
because I did not
Yeah.
do that in the past.
My insecurities.
Tell us, what are your insecurities?
Okay, ready?
Where do we start?
Okay, like, yeah, obviously, you know, I'm bigger than Koreans, so like, and I've always been bigger as well,
Yeah.
from like about the age of maybe like 11 or something. I've always been like fat, so that never felt good, because people, you know, you get teased at school.
Yep.
And you know, like your family members, they make comments, but they're not, you know, meaning to be hurtful, but
Yeah.
they're noticing that they're drawing attention to
Yeah.
you not being like everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, same.
And you know, I was like super quiet, super shy. I had to work through that a lot as well. That really affects how I see myself.
Yeah.
I still see myself as a quiet person, but I'm not.
I mean, I think that's like quite the opposite for me. Like, again, like, I mean, it's a lot the same, but it's actually so much different, because I used to use my loudness and my obnoxiousness to distract people from noticing the flaws.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's also like where, like I think I've mentioned it before. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD, but I cannot stick with one thing, right? My thing is like I get bored with stuff so quickly.
Oh yeah.
And I can change topics like that. That's why it's called conversatile, because I'm versatile. I don't like talking about one thing. I don't like doing just one thing, you know. So I think I really agree with you. Like 100%. I just try to cover it up with being loud, being the class clown, being center of attention.
Making fun of yourself so other people can't do it first.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. You make fun of yourself so they can't do it first.
Yeah, exactly.
So true.
It's like, you can't hurt me because I already hurt me.
You can't damage this. I'm already
You can't say
completely
anything I
damaged.
haven't already said.
I tell you something that has changed for me here though. Like, so when I was in the UK, I was always very self-conscious about people seeing me eating food because I'm now fat. Food again, right? So I just wouldn't, no snacks, nothing. And then I'd be like so hungry and like bleh, when I get home, right? But here, because food is such a big part of their culture, that has helped me get away from that. Like, I don't care so much about that anymore. Because if people are like, oh, you eat well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
People don't really trust you if you don't eat well. So I'm like, I eat well, thank you for noticing.
Yeah,
but,
that's true. And Koreans, like, if
Koreans
you have
love to be like,
if you have a Korean friend Korean friend or whatever, they will always message you like, did you have lunch? Did you have breakfast? Did you eat today? Did you have some rice?
Yeah.
Like, they always make sure that you're well fed, I guess. And of course, I'm well fed. We're well fed.
Which is really interesting considering the focus on body image.
Yeah, but they don't
and
get
appearance. They don't get fat. I've asked some of my coworkers.
Say that, but I see loads of big
lately,
Koreans.
Lately I've seen a lot more people who either have no choice or have allowed themselves to
get bigger. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, go on ahead with the booty.
Yeah.
I like that, but I asked some of my coworkers one time, how do you eat all of that and still stay slim? And I think I irritated her a bit because she was like, this is just how we eat since we're born.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But everybody
Also, go
has
fuck
different
yourself. Don't yell at
metabolisms,
me.
though. I
Well,
mean, not
some people have way faster metabolisms than others.
But also, I mean, generational habits and like the differences between like areas or people within certain areas, like they're real. Like people in Asia or you know, the Asian countries, that's too broad a sweep there.
I mean,
I would
Korea.
say East Asia.
Yeah.
A lot of East Asians have grown up eating a certain way, and therefore their bodies have adapted.
Yeah.
So there is perhaps, you know, a
Genetic over time.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely, like, there was a study, like, I remember in college we did a study when we did physiology. It was one of the physiology classes that I had. Is that there is enough evidence to show that diet can over time become a genetic thing. For example, Australians and South Africans, men have a bigger frame, like you know, shoulders, bone density, all that stuff, just because we have a lot more meat. We eat a lot more meat and stuff like that. So I think that could be very true, that Asians over time have developed kind of a resistance to fattier food, to eating rice 3 times a day. I mean, if I eat rice 3 times a day, I'm going to look like an elephant by next week.
When I eat rice 1 time a day.
When I look at rice,
I gain 5 pounds.
So yeah, I think maybe it has become like kind of a genetic resistance that they've built up against, you know, eating big meals 3 times a day. I mean, it's healthy to eat 3 times a day, but
well, it's healthier to eat like 5 to 7 smaller meals a day.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I can't even cook 1 meal a day. How can I cook 7 meals or prepare 7 meals a day?
Did you know that's a big issue with ADHD people, actually?
Yeah.
We can't cook. I mean,
really?
we can cook, but we cannot make ourselves do it.
Yeah.
We know we have to, but we just...
Yeah.
It's one of my...
Yeah.
I can't survive by
Yeah.
myself because I'm not going to cook.
What do you eat?
I'm
Her
cooked for. Like,
Oh,
people
oh.
cook for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good.
But I love baking, though.
All of it can fuck off. Listen, I spent 10 and a half years cooking for my child
Oh, that's true.
because she has to eat. So if I have
You
to do
have
it,
to eat.
then I'll do it. But if I don't have to do it,
I'm not gonna do it.
nothing
I
can
mean-
make me. The hounds of hell could not pull me to that kitchen.
And Korea's not making it easier with the whole Coupang Eats or
was
Yo-Yo
so
apps.
dramatic.
And
Oh God,
And
fuck
if
coupon.
groceries weren't
But
so
I love coupon
expensive, you can literally spend
Oh,
less
that's
money
true.
ordering food every day.
That's not true.
Mm.
But you spend less money ordering. No, that's still not true.
yeah, that's definitely
still not
not true.
Vegetables and fruit here are
Very
ridiculous.
expensive.
They are
And
ridiculous.
meat is really expensive.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's just
I've
because
never
they don't
bought
have
meat.
farms. They don't have
Oh, everything's
livestock and
imported.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean, not everything.
They do have the Korean beef. Have you ever tried it?
Tennis.
It's really good, but it's so expensive. Like, it's ridiculously expensive because there are only 7 cows in the whole Korea and you're eating one of them. So it's quite expensive. So everything I know comes from Australia and America.
They have quite a lot of pigs, though. Because there was that
Jeju.
weird
Yeah.
flu thing, and they were like,
Oh.
nobody eat Korean
Yeah,
pork
yeah.
for a while because they thought that you're going to get sick from it.
Yeah, swine flu. wasn't
When did
it?
this happen?
Maybe. Not a couple of years ago.
That was before. Before
Okay.
my time.
Maybe
Before
4
my-
years ago.
Before my time.
Before we came?
Maybe 3 years ago. I don't
You mean
know.
COVID?
No, maybe. No.
No, that
It's
was
not COVID.
yeah. That was don't breathe next to a pig, not eat the pig.
Have you ever
My
had
bad.
Jeju black pork?
Yeah, we had it in when we went to Jeju in my first year for Chuseok, which is now. Happy
Oh
Chuseok,
yeah,
by the
how
way.
did you
Yeah, when we are filming this now, it is actually Chuseok, but when this will be coming out, it's not anymore. But anyway, hope everyone enjoyed their Chuseok, their Korean Thanksgiving. So yeah, we went to Jeju and we had the black pork. It was really good. It was this cool restaurant where you sat in a tent, and this old lady came and she cooked everything for you while you just sit and drink and have a good time. And that was really good.
Yeah.
But also, it's very rich. Like,
Yeah.
I think we're used to it because we have wild boar in South Africa as well. Vlakvark is what we call
I'm
it.
sorry,
What'd
what?
you call me?
Bless you.
Bless you. Anyway, so we have wild boar in South Africa. I think that's the English word for it. I have no idea. English is not my first language.
First
So,
either.
oh really?
I'm very bad at English.
I know. It's not, she's fucking
You
British.
created the language.
So anyway, my point was, you guys are giving me ADHD.
Yes, we have that effect. Yeah.
We
What
flocked
is it?
together.
Not mitosis. Like, what is the? It's
Osmosis.
osmosis. I'm getting ADHD through
You had
osmosis.
ADHD.
That is another word that I don't know.
What I was
But yeah,
gonna
the
say
black
about
pig
the
was
black
great.
pig, I started eating that Jeju black pork, and it was yummy, and I was loving it. I was like, that's so good. And I am supposed to wear glasses and/or contacts, something. I need visual correction.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't until like after 5 pieces of this
Yeah,
delicious meat that I picked one up in my chopsticks and I got a look at it and I was like, what are those spots on it? And I looked closer. I was like, what is that?
What was it?
The hair
Yeah.
follicles. And because it's black-haired pigs, you can see the black hair in the
Yeah.
follicles.
I mean, there are some places that do cut that
Yeah.
out, but I guess you were just unlucky.
So what?
But
But
that
that
was
must
delicious
have
until I
been
saw
they
it.
were cooking with the skin. The
Yes.
skin. I really like.
I mean,
skin.
it is very crisp. If it's done right, it is very crispy and it's good.
It was delicious. That's what I'm
Yeah.
going to say. It was delicious. My ADHD stops me from, if anything is textual
Textual, yeah.
or visually unappealing, I would rather jump off a cliff.
So you're basically a child, a toddler.
Yes. Yes.
If anything,
It.
I mean, I still talk to my students about this. There's so many of them that don't eat mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Just because, not because of the taste, just because of the texture. They
hate all
freak
of it.
out about the texture. Food is food. I'll eat everything.
This is my problem, right? So actually, I don't love the texture of mushrooms, but I love mushrooms.
the taste.
The
It's
taste
good.
of it. So I would just push through
Oh.
that. It's one of my. I could get through it.
I can't. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. I don't like the smell.
really?
I don't like the look. I don't like none of it.
I knew someone in college who she was freaked out when she ate marshmallows. She couldn't handle the squishiness, I guess, of marshmallows. She would she said it feels like it's something's wrong in her jaw. Like when she eats it, it feels it's wrong.
She just
completely.
didn't like
yeah.
grow up
Interesting.
with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember we were.
She could be
I think we were barbecuing, and she just couldn't eat the marshmallows. She was like, "I hate the feeling that it makes in my mouth."
Was it like just a regular one, or had it
Yeah,
been
like-
toasted?
No, that was just a regular. We were toasting. She didn't eat it. She said, "I don't eat it because I don't like the texture."
That's really interesting.
So
I've never heard.
toddlers that don't eat food.
Name of this title of this episode: Toddlers.
Toddlers with ADHD. Oh. Anyway, so I wanted to ask you guys. So you're from the UK. You're from America, and I'm from South Africa. Not that I sound like it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Why don't you sound
Um,
South African?
Well, so many people has shat on me for this. Coming to Korea, my first job, I think it was 2 months in, the CEO came to me and she's like, "Listen, the kids don't understand your South African accent because we can't. It's very British, you know that, right?" So she's like, "The kids don't understand would. What's the difference?" I was like, "Huh?" And she's like, "Okay, while I'm teaching phonics, I need to teach American because all Korean in Korea, most of the schools and hagwons and academies, everything's American English, right? So after a while, teaching phonics in an American way, I kind of picked up the accent. I also dated some Americans and a lot of American friends around me for the first time. And also, I think it's because I never used to speak English. I spoke English twice a week. Now I speak English.
I heard that on your
every
last
single-
episode.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now I speak English every single day.
Yeah.
So I think I just picked it up very quickly. And I'm also very impressionable. And I love doing accents. So,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
intelligent. That is being able to mimic and pick it up really quickly.
yeah.
Really?
High sign of intelligence.
You have a very soft voice.
Oh, sorry. Better.
Butter.
Bet.
Butter.
Uh,
All right, so yeah, so
You were
we're from different countries. So I've noticed recently, a lot of Americans, if we say something, they have no idea what we're talking about. The other day, I talked to my coworker. He's an American, and I said well, I put the groceries in the trolley,
Trolley. Yeah.
and he has no idea what I was like. He's like, "What the fuck's a trolley?"
Do you know what a trolley is?
See, in America, we use trolley for almost. It's a type of subway. It's an above ground subway, but it's like a train.
in San Francisco.
In San Francisco. It's
Oh.
opened. We have them in San Diego as well.
What you
that's
didn't you didn't know the other Rain Mac?
Rain Mac.
Oh, you don't know either. Okay.
No. What is
Is this a Rain Man situation?
It sounds like a raincoat.
Rain Mac.
made-
Yes, it's a raincoat. I was like, oh, you
Oh.
better get your Mac out, right? And she was like, what the hell is that? I was like, a rain Mac?
Like a Mac.
What's a
But see, that's
raincoat?
a lot of South Africans just call it a jersey. We just
You
call
call a raincoat a jersey?
a jacket. We just call jacket for everything or a jersey.
But a jersey is like this.
A jersey
It
is like
goes
a
on over your
sweater.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a sweater.
Yeah, but we call all of that the
All of
same
it?
thing, kind of we don't have a cardigan. Please put on your we don't use
But
words.
how do you
Not
distinguish
when-
between what you're gonna? If you say, "Oh, go buy me a jersey" to somebody, they could come back with anything.
I guess we just understand each other very well.
Yeah.
I've never had someone buy the wrong thing, so. But yeah, is there any other words that you guys know especially you guys?
Yeah. you guys-
Britain has a lot of, or the UK, sorry, the UK has a lot of, slang that other countries do not understand or do not know.
They also have very specific words for things. Like the most common one I would say is chips
Chips.
versus
Chips.
fries
Oh, you guys call it
versus
fries.
crisps.
Yeah. Ah, you call it chips.
So fish and chips. So
Yes,
like,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
chips,
yeah.
fries. Yeah, we
Yeah,
call it
and,
chips.
Chips, crisps.
Yeah, we call it chips.
So you call both of them
Jerseys and just everything
Everything's
in
a
South
jersey
Africa, jersey and
everything's
chips.
a chip.
Yep.
Cool.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, we call it chips, like
With no confusion.
potato chips, but we don't say potato, we just call it chips.
So, but how do you distinguish between if someone, I really want chips. Oh, what kind of chips?
Yeah, and then you would say like, oh, fish and chips, or
You say fish and
bag of
chips.
or
chips.
a bag of chips.
Bag of chips. Oh.
Bag of chips.
Bag of chips,
Wrapped in
much
newspaper.
better.
Much better.
So I'm gonna piss out me.
No, that's RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, what? I don't
Okay.
know this. Sorry.
Anyway, so yeah,
Why are we friends?
I don't know. I can't think of any reason.
any other words that you think?
Jelly and jam. Pants. Pants.
Oh,
Pants?
right.
Yeah, so I was explaining to her the other day, like, I didn't have any pants to
Pants?
change into. Underwear.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she was said to me, "You're only going to wear it for a couple of hours." I was like, "No, I can't do that. I need to change my pants." She was like, "What?" She thinks I'm talking about my trousers, but I'm talking
Oh,
about
you
my.
guys say trousers. I
Yeah.
mean, now I think of it. Yeah, pants means outside.
Yeah,
Pants, long
pants.
pants.
No pants.
Pants. I
Pants
mean,
is inside.
technically, it comes from pantaloons, which were undergarments, right?
Yeah.
Literally, where
Come on,
you're
you
from in
originated the language. You need to know this.
Listen, the language has changed a lot since then. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
This is what I deal with.
Every day.
Um,
We've got some weird slang words. The
Yeah,
kids.
give me some.
The kids these days. So I'm old, so I don't know the slang anymore,
Yeah.
right? But I went back home and my sister, she works with kids, right? And she was just like, Rachel, what do you think if someone says to you, "Oh, you got Riz"?
Oh, Riz. I
What?
actually, I found out about this very recently. I know what it means. But I didn't, like, 2 weeks ago. I
Oh,
actually
right, yeah.
just found out what Riz means.
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Charisma.
Charisma. And then there's, like, W Riz? L
What?
Riz?
What?
Yes.
What is that?
What do you think? Okay, so
W.
I would say, like, Crystal has she has W Riz.
Weird charisma.
Winning charisma.
Oh!
Fuck off.
Well, that too. But, yeah, so
It's one of your
W Riz.
qualities. No.
W Riz is actually winning Riz, or like
Is
it's
that what
good
that
Riz?
top
Warner.
tier?
good charisma, yeah.
Top charisma.
And then there's L Riz.
Loser.
which
Loser
is,
Riz.
I guess the opposite. It's what I have. So I actually
Don't talk down
just
about my
recently
friend.
found out what Riz
Whoa,
means.
thank you for educating me
Yeah.
because I didn't know about the W and the L.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's very TikTok.
My hair's bothering me.
The only reason I have TikTok is to promote the podcast, which is not going well. But yeah,
Hey,
I
you
saw
posted
some
more than we have so far. I mean,
True.
we have hours and hours of stuff
Footage.
recorded.
You can't
Yeah.
get our shit together though, can we?
Get our shit
Wait, I did.
together.
Do
But
I
it's
have to
okay.
black
I'm
out the
sure
swear
by
word?
next week.
We will. He doesn't have to, but we will.
Okay.
I'm sure by next week this comes out, there will be another episode. I will force you.
Okay.
We have to promote each
I like
other
that.
here. We
Yes,
have to
yes,
help
yes.
each
I
other.
like that.
Yes, I would like an editor to contact us, please.
For free.
For free.
I'm not going
For
to.
free.
I'm not going to disrespect your
I
talent like that
said-
because you pay for what you get. Okay, if we want crap
Editors
editing.
are expensive. Video editing. I mean, just get a good program, like an easy program,
She has programs.
but doesn't know how to use it.
No, the thing
She
is, I
refuses
really
to get
no.
on them.
Listen, I have a very strong interest
ahead.
in the editing side of it,
Yeah.
but I can't get a brain boner for it. What?
I love that. I'm gonna use that. That's mine now. I'm coining that phrase.
Can't get my brain boner.
Yeah, I can't get a brain boner.
And
Yeah.
I can do it.
I mean,
I just have no desire to.
I'll show you my program.
Show you mine if you
Oh, did you
I'll
know
show you mine if you
Procreate?
show me.
They're coming out with a video editor next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've used Procreate on my tablet when I did my
Yeah.
drawings and stuff.
I just zoned out if anybody was watching.
Anyway.
I wasn't paying
It was an ADHD thing.
any attention to you, sorry.
You know how we do.
Yes, I do.
So before we get too far off topic,
Oh.
I think let's end it there today. Thank you guys.
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything before it goes too far off. Thank you for having W Riz. And
Thank you.
and I hope you guys enjoyed it with us. I actually had a lot of fun, so might ask you guys again to collab in the near future.
I
would
would
love
love
to.
that.
And we can-
I would absolutely love
Yeah.
We can go more deeper into Riz and whatever.
or actually stay on topic
And
next time.
see if you actually figured out your editing programs. Yeah,
not
so
To be continued.
to be
about it.
continued, I guess. Yeah, so thank you for watching, guys, and please remember to comment, subscribe, email me your stories, email me your questions, whatever you had. Like, I really enjoyed the email today. Please keep that up. I really enjoyed it.
That was weird.
And yeah, remember to email me at conversatilepod@gmail.com, and then also I'll link your channel in the description and your email in my description, and watch their podcast. It's really fun. It's all about mental health, which all of us can learn from, and it's also about alcohol, which we also
Not always.
well, not
Sometimes.
always, sometimes.
A lot of the
I mean, it's
time.
called Soju Insanity. I mean, the name just gives it all away. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe, all that nonsense. Email me. And remember, stay curious, stay versatile, and keep the conversation going. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.